Are you looking for the most extreme challenge for Satisfactory 1.0? You found the right place. No land, no animals, no fauna. Hell, just one weird resource node and a handful of platforms to stand on. Can I complete project assembly with all 5 stages? Watch and find out. Welcome to Jab playing Satisfactory Omni World. Howdy y'all, and welcome to Jab playing Satisfactory 1.0 Omni World Season 2. Alright guys, in the last episode we got started. We started on the platform and we built all of this, right? We got everything going, so we have all the basic commodities being made. We've got biomass, concrete, plates, rods, screws, cables, and wires all being produced on here. And we're sitting here talking about what should we unlock first, and we're out of power. So let's run down here and get the power, and let's talk about this. And it's kind of poetic that we're out of power. I feel like in order to progress, we need a sustainable power, and here's what I'm going to tell you. 120 is just, this is not going to cut it, right? Because basically we're in a negative spiral. We can't produce enough biomass to keep this going. So if that's going to be the case, then let's go in here and see if there's something that can fix this problem. And I believe fixing the problem is solid biofuel. So we're going to go to obstacle clearing. All right. So let's run back down here and see, do we have enough components to basically do this? I believe we do. Shouldn't be an issue, but if we have to handcraft, we have to handcraft. This is not the box we're looking for. All right, so we need 100. There's 200 and something. No rods. We need a stack of screws. Hey, we got a stack of screws. And we need, hey, look at that. It's better to be lucky than good. We have all the components that we need. So we'll just go ahead and put this in here, and we'll see what solid biofuel gives us and see what Ada has to say about all this. All right, in the box you go.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be, if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
Hey, Employee of the Month? That'd be cool. I don't know if there's any perks that go with it. All right, so we unlock solid biofuel. All right, so solid biofuel is 8 for 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll handcraft this really quick. And then after I handcraft this, I'm gonna need to be able to, well, actually before we handcraft this, let's go up here, right? This is my favorite thinking spot. So let's come in here and, you know what? I have a feeling that, maybe we can go out this way with the power, right? We can kind of run in this general direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the solid biofuel done. I'm going to check a couple of things on the space pad, right? I was working on figuring out how we were going to lay everything out and all that other stuff. Then we go get a fresh cup of coffee because I always think better with coffee. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Yo, I want to give a shout out to all the farmhands out there. You guys' support and love is amazing. It inspires me to continue to make content for you guys, and you guys rock. Alrighty, I've got a fresh cup of coffee and and we've got plans. So first thing I'm gonna do is we have to come out here and figure out how we're gonna go about this. So I think, so what we got? Let's go, well, doggone it. No. Zoop, please. 9. Well, there's 8. There's 10. 10. And let me get this last one down. All right, so 10 by 3. 10 by 3 should be enough to accomplish what we want to accomplish. So the first thing we got to do is we got to put a node down. Now the way the node is we need 5,000 of these white crystals. And if you're wondering how I get 5,000, eventually these things will back up, right? The miner will back up. And when I was clearing everything else, I had stuck them into the box because I knew I would probably need them in the future. So yeah, that's what it takes to put a, you know, we're tied to one kind of node, but we can build extra nodes. So let's go ahead and build that there. And then we'll put the miner down. One miner. No. Come here. And we'll put the miner down. And then we'll build it from here. Now what I want to do is I want to build it backwards. So let's go ahead and put down. I always like to start from the end and work my way back. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then we need some constructors. So one constructor like that, and then actually we can just put the constructors smack next to each other. Then after the constructors we need, what do we need? We're out of power again. We need power, that's what we need. We're trying to fix it, right? All right, so I need a merger here. Like, oh, yeah, that'll work. And then we need the fancy Omni refiner smelter doodads. So there's 1, there's 2, then here's 3. Yo, line up. Well, you too good to line up? All right, fine. We'll nudge you around until... And then I need another 3. And I'll explain how all this works in just a second. And then I need a splitter. Man, it works great. And then a splitter. All right, it works great when you have a plan. All right, so what we're gonna do is the white crystals are gonna come in here and they're gonna become green crystals, right? And we know that from the other setup. Then after they become green crystals, the green crystals will turn into wood. So we'll do that. Then after that, they'll all combine in here, and then the wood will become biomass wood. And then the biomass wood will become solid biofuel. And then the solid biofuel will come out here, and let's see, I need 2 splitters. Is that right? Hang on a second. So 1 splitter there, and 1 splitter here. Now all I gotta do is belt all this stuff up. It's a little tight, but everything should work. All right. Yeah, there we go. We're getting there. I hope I have enough components in my pockets. And last one. All right, so basically this can do an output of 120. However, we can only do 60 because of throughput. We don't have Mark II belts just yet. However, I built this in a way of, future proofing, right? So basically, I can double this and put another 3 down here and do this. So this whole system, when it works, is going to be able to fill those, almost produce what we're burning. So now I'm going to do a cut really quick here, and I'm going to go ahead and allow out all the power lines for y'all really quick, because y'all don't want to see that, do you? If you do want to see it, leave a message in the comment section and say, yo, I love power lines. All right, we're back, guys. I've got 2 of solid ball. I call them space hockey pucks, right? We got 2 of each of these to go into these bad boys. And then after that, all we got to do is hook up the miner to start mining, and we're off and running. Now, the one thing I want to look at is, all right, so this bad boy has the capacity of 120 megawatts, and the consumption is, I don't know what's consuming this on the grid. There shouldn't be anything, whatever. All right, let's hook this up and let it run. And maximum consumption is 37. So yeah, let's see how this turns out. All right, did I wire it all up right? And is it gonna work? It should work. So we're gonna be getting 60 a minute out of here. It's a splitter, but because there's only 1 belt, it's just it's a throughput. But we'll use it later. It's gonna come over here. It's gonna split 3 ways. So we should get, yep, there's 1 direction, there's 2 directions, there's 3 directions. Not a problem. They're gonna come in here and they're gonna start making green, right? The green is 1 for 1. So it's gonna be instantaneous. So they're just gonna poof, go through one through the other. It's gonna take 10 green to make 1 wood. So there's gonna be, a little buildup, no big deal. But then after that, they're all gonna, they should all spit out a piece of wood roughly about the same time, and then combine and come into here. And looky. I think well, I got excited. I thought that was gonna be our first piece of wood. Yo, does anybody have a sheep? Or I have sheep. Does anybody have wood? I'm trading sheep for wood. All right, if you know that game, put a comment in the comment section of what game I'm talking about. Hey, there's the wood. All right, So we got one wood. Can we get, there's two, there's three. All right, so we got 3 pieces of wood. This is gonna come in here and, oh, we're gonna need 4. We got 3, all right. So we're gonna wait a minute. Hurry up. All right, there's our 4th piece of wood. All right. So we're gonna see it come in here. Yeah, we're moving and grooving, and this is gonna spit out biomass here in a minute. Boom, there it all goes. The biomass is gonna come into here, and yeah, 6, 7, 8, and this is gonna make the solid biofuel, or the space hockey pucks as I call them, and they're gonna be split in half. Okay, I see a small problem here, and I think I can fix that. Yeah, can I get a... Is there enough room? Can I get... Yes. All right. All right, hang on a second. I didn't get enough splitters in here, but we have the technology. We can solve this problem. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. All right. Now it should come in here, split evenly this way, then split evenly that way. So we gotta, hey, for you guys that, if you want to even 4-way split, you need 3 splitters. So 2's going that way, they'll split going that way, and then boom, and then boom. All right, so as you can see, we are gaining. So if we look at this, this has a burn rate of 4, right? So, and this over here is producing 60 a minute if it's at 100%, which it's not going to be 100%, but basically it's 16. It's going to make, actually it's going to make 15. So, you know, it's better than what we had before. So now what all I got to do is I've got to come over here and connect that to this and put a pole down, get a wire here, and there, and now flip the trigger. Now if I take these off, and then I come over here and take those off, we're at 120 and we're consuming 70, 80, so basically 94. So 94 at a thing. We are having more biomass being made down here. Eventually we'll do something with this line, because basically that line is replacing this line. But I don't see any reason to do that right now. We'll just let it stockpile down there. I'm sure the biomass will come in handy for something somewhere down the line. But I'm very happy with this, right? This is solid. It works for what we have now. I'm sure there's going to be something better down the line, but where we're at in the game, this is as good as it gets for right now. Like I said, we can duplicate it and mirror it when we have the ability to do Mark II, but we don't have Mark II right now. So, you know, talking about that, where are we at right now? So we could do field research, which will open up the MAM. which is not a bad idea, because that gives us the ability for alternate recipes, which, you know, like a better recipe for screws. We could get iron wire, and then we don't have to worry about copper right now. That's definitely a direction that we could go. In tier 2, we could look at unlocking assemblers and working on these things. We could work on unlocking logistics, but the problem with logistics is I don't want to handcraft 50 reinforced plates, right? Because this is made in an assembler, and we don't have assemblers unlocked. The resource, this would be cool, but so right now it's in between the assembly and field research. We could unlock this, right, and then double up our power. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Where are you leaning, right? What I'm gonna tell you is jump pads in the sky is not on my list. However, I think field research may be the way to go. But if you guys vote on it and you say, hey, you know, we think this is where we should go, I will definitely take a look at it. All right, guys, I'm very happy with what we got. It was a very short project, but we got there. And yeah, I like the way it looks. It's compact, it's sleek, it works. And, you know, everything's good in the hood. All right, guys, if you feel like you've learned something or you're enjoying the ride and you're not subscribed to the channel, by all means, please subscribe, right? Like, leave a comment. If I don't see you guys in between now and, you know, later this week, have a fantastic week. And as always, happy farming.